Do you have a need for speed? Are you manic about muscle? You pulled into the right place. It's Money Metal with Kenny Wallace. Brought to you by Gateway Classic Cars, the world leader in connecting man to machine. 13 showrooms across America and growing, with more than 1,600 big money rides. Buckle up for some awesome Money Metal. Here's Kenny.
Hello, my fellow gearheads, and welcome to the world headquarters of Gateway Classic Cars, just outside of St. Louis, Missouri, one of 13 showrooms across America. And on this episode of Money Metal, we are flexing our muscles and giving you some sound advice on what's hot and what's not in the world of classic cars. Now, we have three unbelievable late 60s and early 70s muscle cars to share with you this week. Starting with this 1969 marvelous Mustang. Now, this is just not any Mustang. This is a badass Mach 1. It's powered by a 428 CJ Ram Air power plant. This Mach 1 was fully restored in the early 90s and still looks remarkable. Painted in the original color, Indian Fire with black vinyl interior. The Marty report shows this car as being one of only 4 that were painted in this color. Fitted with AC, tachometer, an automatic transmission, an AM radio, and oh boy, let's not forget the 8-track player and that roaring fast 428 Cobra jet engine. This awesome ride is car show ready and waiting for you to drive. See a ton of pics, a full video, and a great price at GatewayClassicCars.com. Still ahead, something for all you MOPAR maniacs, the last generation of the big block Chargers. You won't believe the great price on this 74 Dodge with the rare ability to roar you back to your youth. But do investments in these big bad muscle cars make sense? We have some Money Metal advice coming up from Mr. Jack Worthington. We'll be back quicker than you can say happy to have a Hemi 5 times fast. Happy to have a Hemi, happy to have a Hemi. Oh my.
Letting a beauty like this go isn't easy. That's why people have trusted Gateway Classic Cars since 1999. We take care of it all, from selling to financing and trades, international shipping, even the advertising. We make sure your prized classic car is seen by millions of buyers across the globe who will give top dollar for your ride. Sell your vintage gem with the world's largest classic car company. Call Gateway Classic Cars at 844-392-3773.
The folks here at Gateway don't just pamper your car while they're selling it, they also keep your car in a good mood. Eric here, for example, he's known for his car humor. Eric, let me hear a good car joke, my friend.
So Kenny, you have any friends that drive Hondas?
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Next time you see them, tell them that whenever you get a 2-liter bottle of Mountain Dew, your 2.0 is bigger than their 1.8 liter that they have in their Honda.
Okay, now listen, that was really bad. I think you've been sucking on too many tailpipes. Keep cleaning the chrome, my friend. Hey, what isn't a joke is the incredible cars you'll find here, including this 74 Dodge Charger, the third and last generation of these big block V8s. My old pal, Richard Petty, used to say this generation of Chargers was his favorite car and the best he ever drove in NASCAR. I'll bet you that old Richard Petty would like this 1974 Dodge Charger SE. Again, the last year of this third generation Charger started in 1971. I think this is the coolest year the car was made. Love the unique seafoam green with the traditional black interior. But you'll love more is the 440 cubic inch big block V8. With the 4-barrel single carburetor, it generates 275 horsepower with 375 pounds of torque. This engine and transmission were put in new just 5 years ago and will be good for a decade to come. More recently, the car was fitted with a new carburetor, exhaust, and battery. It also has factory-equipped power windows, locks, cruise, and what I really like about this classic is the price. You can drive away in this Dodge Charger for under 20 grand. Check out all the photos and high-def video at GatewayClassicCars.com and tell them Kenny sent you. You'll get nothing off the price, but they'll be glad that you watched Money Metal. Hey, here's a good question. Now, if I buy this $20,000 Charger, I obviously love driving it, but will I get my money back or even make some money on that investment? For the answer to that question and all things money related, we turn to my good pal, Jack Worthington, our dinero dude here at Gateway. How are you doing, Jack?
Oh, Kenny, you keep calling me Jack Worthington, but you know my name's John Bush. Anyway, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, my friend. I just think that John Bush sounds like a bad NASCAR name. A guy to enjoy bumping into the wall. Jack Worthington just sounds a little more important. So Jack, if I buy this Charger, good idea or bad idea?
Well, Kenny, anyone that tells you that buying a classic car is always a great investment would be a liar, or at least very uninformed. I think there are 3 keys to making a good classic car investment, and if you happen to hit on all 3, then it's a great buy. First, pleasure and enjoyment. Second, cost and value. And third, anticipating the trends. Even if you hit on 2 out of the 3 of these keys, it can still be a wise investment.
Did you just say 2 out of 3? I think I'm feeling a little meatloaf coming on here. Don't be sad, 'cause 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I digress. Walk me through each of those keys, Mr. Jack. Pleasure and enjoyment? Do you mean buy what you like, not always what has the biggest return?
Well, sort of. One common problem we see is people will buy a classic car simply based on how much they think the car will appreciate in the years to come. Or sometimes they buy something that is so rare or low mileage that they're petrified to even drive it. We recommend buying something that you can enjoy, drive on the weekends, go to fun events, car shows, rallies, show your buddies. Even if you don't drive it and enjoy it on occasion, the investment doesn't make much sense at all. But also, be aware of the cost versus the value. Talk to experts, do your reading, research, shop and compare. But also know that no 2 cars are the same. They can be the same year, same make, model, even the same color, but the history and condition is huge. And far too many people buy a car thinking it's one thing and later find out it's something entirely different.
Like when we talk numbers, matching engines, or whatever interior is original, that kind of stuff?
Exactly that kind of stuff. Determining the value has a lot of variables, and we like to help both the buyers and the sellers understand those value variables, which leads to the 3rd key of classic car buying, being able to forecast those selling trends. This is more of an art than a science, since there's no such thing as a classic car crystal ball. Who would have known, for example, that if you bought a 2005 Ford GT right off the showroom floor for $139,000 back in 2005, in just 10 years, this car would bring $250,000 to $400,000, more than a 200% return and better than 10% annually. Now, some safe categories right now are those older SUVs, the early and mid-60s Corvettes that we talked about last time, and just about any foreign sports car from the 50s, 60s, or 70s. All of those seem to have very stable and climbing trends. Even those muscle cars that you're featuring this week, Herm, seem to be steady investments, especially those in good conditions with a lot of original stock options.
Thank you, Jack Worthington, for endorsing these muscle cars and for your 3 keys to buying classic cars. Now, I just have to convince my wife, Kim, to let me buy this beautiful Camaro Z28. Hey, honey. Hey, look, I really want to buy this. This baby is awesome. You talk about a lot of stock with very low miles on a numbers matching 302 V8. This Camaro has low mileage, 2-owner gem. This baby is talking to me. It's begging to be driven. Look at this baby. Perfection, golden. It's restored beautifully with a sparkling new finish with those classic black SS, racing stripes, and a flawless interior. I'm loving this classic muscle car. And you will too. Be sure to check it out. This Camaro and total of 102 classic Camaros that are available in nationwide inventory at gatewayclassiccars.com. For those of you that do not know why the Z28 came to be, it was to participate in the 5-liter class in the SCCA Trans Am Racing Series. These little 302s could produce near the 500 horsepower mark. This Z28 is painted in a gorgeous shade of red, nicely complemented with black racing stripes. This awesome Camaro was restored 12 years ago and has since been driven only 1,500 miles. I am loving this classic muscle car, and you will too. And be sure to check out this Camaro and a total of 102 classic Camaros that are available in our nationwide inventory at gatewayclassiccars.com. A couple more quick matters of business, including my regular car counseling with Kenny. I need my Wallace wisdom music, please. Good. So, I was recently at a NASCAR event in Watkins Glen, New York. I was at the checkout of a car rental place. Because they have not paid for an ad on this show, I won't mention the car rental company, but their initials are Enterprise. So anyway, to the dude who was ahead of me in line, you should be ashamed of yourself. The nice sales lady said, as a preferred customer, you can pick any car in our fleet. And the man, I use the word man very lightly, he says, a Prius? That is a hell no car. You have an entire lot of full cars, including some big block Hemis, Camaros, even a few big badass SUVs, and this dude says, give me a Prius. I almost asked to see his butterfly tattoo on his lower back. My advice to guys, don't rent a Prius unless it's the last car on the lot. Or be prepared to remove your man card for a month and give it to somebody walking by. A Prius? Really? Hey, before we go, I want to play a little hide and seek. We're seeking the hottest collectible cars that are hiding out there. You may have a friend, a grandparent, or a neighbor sitting on one of these. And we have buyers that are pre-approved and ready to purchase. In this episode, we're seeking any classic SUVs from 1965 to early 80s. That's right. We want those old three-door Suburbans or K5 Blazers. We're looking for those 70s Ford Broncos, International Scouts, older Jeeps, including those big old Wagoneers. We'll help you sell the old Land Cruisers, any older Land Rovers. If you know where these vehicles are hiding, call us today at 618-271-2110 or leave us a note on our website. Just click on the Contact Us tab at the top of our website, gatewayclassiccars.com. Well, that's it for this episode of Money Metal. As the best baseball announcer of all time, our beloved Jack Buck always said, thanks for your time. This time, until next time, so long, everybody. Now, I need to call my wife about that 69 Camaro. Hello, Kimmy. Hey, honey. You know we were talking about that car?
Money Metal is an exclusive production of Gateway Classic Cars. Any use, sharing, or rebroadcast of this show without the express written consent of Gateway Classic Cars is strictly allowed. Share it all you want. We don't care. This is a free world. We want people to watch Money Metal, so go, like it, share it, but go do something. The show is over.
You're waiting for me again? Go. Go buy a car. The show's over. Bye-bye. Go buy a car.